Imagine this: you're alone, not just for the weekend, not just for a season, but truly, deeply alone. No friends to call, no texts to answer. For most, it's a nightmare. For others, it's a reality. But what if I told you, this solitude could be your greatest strength? What if the absence of friends isn't a curse but a doorway to the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that transforms loneliness into self-mastery and resilience? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might never see solitude the same way again. In a world increasingly dominated by social connections, virtual networks, and the relentless pressure to maintain relationships, the concept of solitude is often misunderstood. The absence of friends, frequently viewed as a deficit or shortcoming, is rarely examined as a potential strength. However, through the lens of Stoicism, this absence becomes not a void but a profound opportunity for self-discovery, resilience, and philosophical growth. The lack of friends unveils the essence of Stoicism, reminding us that the path to inner peace and virtue is not dependent on external validation but on the mastery of the self. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium, teaches that the key to a flourishing life lies in virtue, rationality, and alignment with nature. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes self-sufficiency, encapsulated by the principle that we should focus on what we can control and remain indifferent to what we cannot. Friendship, while enriching, belongs to the latter category. A Stoic recognizes the value of companionship but also acknowledges its impermanence and unpredictability. The lack of friends strips away the distractions of external relationships, forcing one to confront their inner world. This solitude, though challenging, aligns perfectly with Stoic ideals. Without the noise of others' expectations or the need to please, one can focus on cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It is in this self-reliance that the essence of Stoicism shines. In the absence of friends, solitude becomes both a companion and a teacher. While many fear solitude, associating it with loneliness or inadequacy, Stoicism reframes it as an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, often wrote about the importance of withdrawing into oneself. In his Meditations, he reminds us that nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. When stripped of social obligations, one has the chance to examine their thoughts and emotions without bias. This practice of introspection is central to Stoicism. By understanding and mastering one's internal state, a person becomes less dependent on external circumstances, including friendships. The solitude that accompanies the lack of friends is not a curse but an invitation to engage in profound self-reflection and personal development. Modern society often portrays friendship as a cornerstone of happiness, perpetuating the idea that social connections are indispensable to a fulfilling life. While relationships undeniably bring joy and support, Stoicism challenges the notion that they are essential. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advises us to cherish friends but not to rely on them for our sense of self-worth. He warns against becoming emotionally enslaved to others, stating, "He who depends on himself will attain the greatest happiness." The lack of friends unveils the illusion that happiness lies in external relationships. It forces one to confront the uncomfortable truth that fulfillment must be cultivated from within. When we stop seeking validation or comfort from others, we begin to build an inner fortress of resilience. This perspective does not diminish the value of friendships but rather places them in their proper context, as a complement to life, not its foundation. A significant aspect of Stoicism is learning to remain emotionally resilient in the face of life's challenges. The lack of friends can evoke feelings of rejection, sadness, or inadequacy, but Stoicism provides tools to navigate these emotions. By practicing the art of detachment, a Stoic learns to observe their feelings without being consumed by them. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher and former slave, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within our power and what is not. He taught that our perceptions, judgments, and actions are under our control, while external factors, including relationships, are not. When we lose friends or experience social isolation, it is not the absence of others that causes suffering but our interpretation of that absence. By reframing our perspective, we can find peace even in solitude. Detachment does not mean indifference or apathy, rather, it signifies a healthy separation from dependency. A Stoic appreciates friendships but does not cling to them. This mindset allows for emotional freedom, reducing the suffering caused by the ebb and flow of relationships. While Stoicism champions self-sufficiency, it does not advocate for complete isolation or the rejection of human connection. The Stoics recognized the social nature of humanity and encouraged acts of kindness, empathy, and cooperation. However, these interactions are approached from a place of inner strength rather than neediness. The paradox lies in the fact that those who are most self-sufficient are often the best equipped to form meaningful connections. When one is not burdened by the fear of loneliness or the craving for validation, they can engage with others authentically. The lack of friends, therefore, is not an endpoint but a stage in developing a balanced approach to relationships, one that values them without being dependent on them. Throughout history, many great thinkers, writers, and artists have found inspiration in solitude. The absence of friends can create a space for creativity and intellectual growth that is often stifled by the demands of social interactions. Stoicism encourages us to use our time wisely, focusing on pursuits that align with our values and contribute to our personal and collective flourishing. Marcus Aurelius, despite his immense responsibilities as an emperor, found time to write his Meditations, a testament to the power of solitude. His writings reveal a man deeply engaged in self-examination and philosophical inquiry, unburdened by the need for constant companionship. In the same way, the lack of friends can be a fertile ground for exploring one's passions, honing skills, and contributing to the greater good. Living without friends in a Stoic manner requires intentional practice and a shift in mindset. Here are some practical applications of Stoic principles to navigate this journey. Cultivate inner dialogue. Use solitude as an opportunity for introspection. Reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions, striving for alignment with Stoic virtues. Focus on virtue. Redirect the energy you might have spent on friendships toward cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Practice gratitude. Appreciate the present moment and the aspects of life that bring joy and meaning, independent of social relationships. Seek purpose. Engage in activities that align with your values and contribute to personal growth or the well-being of others. Embrace impermanence. Accept that all relationships, like life itself, are transient. Cherish connections when they arise but remain at peace when they fade. Develop emotional awareness. Recognize and accept your feelings without judgment. Use Stoic techniques, such as negative visualization, to prepare for and cope with loss or solitude. Build a community of ideas. While physical friendships may be absent, engage with the wisdom of philosophers, writers, and thinkers through books and other mediums. These intellectual companions can provide guidance and inspiration. In conclusion, the lack of friends, often perceived as a deficiency, unveils the essence of Stoicism by highlighting the importance of self-sufficiency, emotional resilience, and virtue. While friendships enrich life, they are not the foundation of happiness or fulfillment. By embracing solitude, one can develop a deeper understanding of themselves and the world, cultivating the inner strength necessary to navigate life's challenges. In the end, Stoicism teaches us that we are enough as we are. The absence of friends is not a void to be filled but a space to be explored, a fertile ground for growth, creativity, and the pursuit of a virtuous life. Far from being a burden, solitude is a gift, offering the freedom to focus on what truly matters and the opportunity to become the best version of ourselves. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.